U.S. United States President Donald Trump's aide, Peter Navarro, has once again targeted India over tariffs on Russian oil. The trade advisor to the U.S. president has said India was coming to the negotiating table. Navarro claimed that India is coming to the table. On the trade side, they have very high tariffs. They have very high non-tariff barriers. We had to deal with that like we are dealing with every other country that does that. He further added, by the way, there's this issue of India buying Russian oil, which it never did. You understand this? It never did that before 2022. They make money off U.S. via unfair trade, and many workers get screwed. They use that money to buy Russian oil, and Russians use that to buy weapons. Well, this remark, of course, comes even as Brendan Lynch has arrived in India to discuss the trade deal. Let me bring in Arzu Seth for more on this story. Arzu, another statement has come in from Peter Navarro. What has he said?
Well, Peter Navarro, a close aide to U.S. President Donald Trump and the White House trade advisor, has once again criticized India over its trade policies and its import of Russian oil. And in the recent interview, Navarro said that India is finally coming to the table to discuss the trade issue with, but stressed that the country still has very high tariff and very high non-tariff barriers, and that make it difficult for the American companies to do business there. He noted that the U.S. has faced similar challenges with other countries and it's trying to resolve them. Navarro also raised concern about India's decision to start buying large amount of oil from Russia after 2022. Something he said India had not done before. He alleged that India earns money from unfair trade practices with the U.S. and then uses some of that money to buy Russian oil, which is turn help Russia fund its weapon purchase. So definitely, once again, there is a statement that is coming in from the U.S. side regarding the Indian buying oil from the Russia, and his remark comes ahead of the visit of the U.S. chief negotiator, who is now in New Delhi to talk on the proposed India-U.S. bilateral trade deal. But yes, this is not the first time that the Navarro has criticized India. In the past also, he has warned that India must eventually cooperate in trade talks with the U.S. or else the situation would not end well for New Delhi. Yes, Uday.
In fact, further developments now coming in this hour. Mauritius